Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel Hacks by Banks, and welcome to our YouTube studio. Yes, so we have completed YouTube studio 1 of 3, and today I'm here to tell you exactly how we did it and what the budget was. It was $0, but we spent a little bit. We spent about 2,000 Jamaican dollars, which is equivalent to about 12 US dollars, and we'll tell you all about how we got it done for this space, for this price. Alright guys, so I'm going to break it down for you today. This space wasn't always like this. This space has gone through so many transitions since we moved in. When we moved in, this is how the space looked. It had blinds on the windows, and the windows were, the end windows were actually louvers, and we changed those out. The first use that this space had was, oh yeah, this is where Royal slept. So Royal's bassinet was in this area, and then when he outgrew it, his crib was in this area as well. And once I went back to work and we moved him out of our room and into his own room, yeah, we moved him out at 6 months. Then this became my office for about 6 months maybe or less, and when I went off on vacation, I transformed it into a reading nook and moved into the office with Rory. So this has been a reading nook since maybe last year, late last year, and now we're changing it to our YouTube studio, and this is going to be one of 3 studios. This one is really for sit down and talking videos where, you know, we just, or for shooting intros like this one. So we have 2 more coming up, and I'll give you updates as soon as we decide where and what we're going to do. We need one for general DIYs and probably another for sit down and talking, but we'll get there. Let's just go and work with this one. All right, so let's jump right into how we transformed it on a budget, what we did with that budget, and what we used from what we had. A lot of the things we used from the e-bank storage, which we were always customer say, you know, I want to keep all of these things that are not needed, but they come in handy a lot. So let's jump right in, guys. After I decided the height of the logo, I then started to draw out what would be the section for the backdrop. I used a level to ensure that my lines were straight, and then I taped out the section because the intention is for me to actually paint out this section. I did go over and I made the left side a little bit smaller than before because I thought that it was a bit too big. So after taping out everything, I was able to start painting. This is some leftover paint that we had from another project that we did, so I'm just using it on this wall because I really like the color. I didn't necessarily like the mix or the base, whatever they used to mix because it left a lot of bubbles in the actual rollout, but I really love the color, guys, and this color came out so nice, especially in the daytime. It's an awesome color. After I painted, I just couldn't wait to put up the logo. This logo is a pick and peel print that I got from a local print shop, and as soon as I was able to, I put the logo on. Alright guys, Sam is here, and we have to put Sam to work, right? So he's helping me build the frame and plant hanger. I don't know what to call it. You don't have no name yet. That's what we are building. Okay. You don't know what you are building, just a build.
No, me just a screw.
Right, for the YouTube studio. So, as is customary in the e-bank's household, you have to get your hands dirty with some DIY. So this is our inspiration for the plant hanger, and we're going to use it to cover up the AC switch that is already on the wall. Now Sam already drilled the pocket hole, so it's just for him to screw up the frame, fill the gaps and sand it down, and then we'll be able to stain it. All right guys, so the frame is,
oh, this was a video.
yeah, look at his artist. So the frame is finished, nice and smooth, and the model
Vogue.
the builder and modeler of the frame. Turn it around and make we see a pocket holes. Watch out. Not that pocket hole. The yes, nice and hidden pocket hole joins. All right. So guys, I waited a long time before I tore off this tape because I just wanted it to be perfect. I didn't want to tear it off and then have to tape it out again. But once I tore it off, then I was able to go over it and ensure that I knew where I was going to put the slats. Don't mind this taping. I do a proper taping shortly to show you the design that I'm thinking about, and also to get the measurements of the lumber that would have to cut. Rory did jump in and help me with getting the lumber cut down to size because a lot of it had to be done on the table saw, and so I got some help from him there. Right, so these are all the measurements for the lumber that is required to complete the slat wall. Hey guys, today we're working on finishing up our YouTube studio. So Rory's sanding the slats that we're supposed to be putting on the wall, and I'm about to stain and paint the frame and the slats, and that's what's going on today. It's a holiday, so we're making use of the extra DIY day. So the lumber that we had was not long enough for some of the slats that we were trying to do. So what I had to do was to join them, and at the join, instead of joining them with a straight cut, I ended up joining them with a 45-degree cut. So these are all the strips that we need cut to measurement with the 45-degree cuts in the long ones. We're using double-sided tape to hold them up because these slats are a little bit lighter than what we've worked with so far. So that's what we're going to be using. So let's jump into installing these slats. I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. I know how it turns out, but it's just exciting to watch, guys. So one thing I wanted to point out is that we're kind of freestyling the space between the slats, and we're also using a level to ensure that all the slats are leveled. Rory's now trying to put together the shelf for the picture frame. What should we call it? A picture frame shelf. He's now doing some pocket holes so that he can attach it to the shelf. And guys, I made a big boo-boo. After he put the pocket holes in, we installed the shelf and then I put something on it, and the entire thing came crashing down, and I'll tell you why shortly. this. What is for my father? So guys, I forgot to install the additional brackets at the back to ensure that the shelf doesn't flip forward. And now that this is installed, I feel safe putting my flower pot on the shelf. Alright guys, so that did easy, don't? And the little tricks, right, that we used in the video, really nice tricks and very easy to replicate. So this is our first studio and you'll be seeing quite a few more videos from this area. It's very comfortable, I like it very much. And we can still watch TV from this couch, watching CNN right now. So I hope you like this video guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we have another project that's coming up, which is another build. It's built by Ibang's project, and I'm very excited about it. We just have a few things that we need to tweak to make it perfect. Mr. Rory is not happy with some of the things. I'm not either, but yeah, it's functional, so, and it looks good just the same. But we'll be bringing that to you next week, so look out for it, and stay safe. Happy DIYing. Bye guys. Mwah.